Are you tired of playing a high-stakes game of Tetris with strollers, sports equipment, and suitcases every time you leave the house? Do you find your current SUV shrinking with every new playdate, grocery run, and family road trip? For the modern, family space isn't a luxury. It's the ultimate currency. Chevrolet has heard your plea and answered with the redesigned 2025 Traverse High Country AWD, its biggest, most technologically advanced three-row crossover to date. In this deep dive, we're exploring every facet of this road-going behemoth. We'll examine its cavernous interior, its family-first features, and its on-road manners. Most importantly, we'll scrutinize the new turbocharged four-cylinder engine to determine if it's a genuine step forward or a compromise in disguise. If your life revolves around hauling kids, gear, and the beautiful chaos of modern parenting, you need to know if the 2025 Traverse is the command center your family deserves, or if its compromises outweigh its considerable size. Bigger, bolder, and unapologetically large. There's a universal truth every parent eventually learns. There is no such thing as a vehicle that's too big. Children arrive with an ecosystem of gear. Strollers, portable cribs, car seats, high chairs, and play gyms that transforms every outing into a logistical feat worthy of a traveling circus. And just when you think you have it managed, more. Kids inevitably enter the picture. Siblings, friends, and friends of siblings bring their own literal and figurative baggage, turning the family chauffeur into a professional logistics manager. Heaven help the parent whose children develop a passion for hockey or the upright bass. It seems the designers and engineers at Chevrolet are well acquainted with this reality. For the 2025 model year, they took what was already one of the largest vehicles in its class and stretched it, making it longer, wider, and taller. The result is a vehicle with a commanding presence that feels nearly as cavernous as the full-size truck-based Chevy Tahoe, all while undercutting it by a significant $18,000. Of course, a Traverse is not a Tahoe, and the most significant distinction lies under the hood. While the Tahoe boasts robust V8 power, the 2025 Traverse has traded its dependable V6 for a new turbocharged four-cylinder. To see how this trade-off nets out, we put the top-tier Traverse High Country AWD through our rigorous testing regimen and enlisted families for real-world feedback. A tech-forward command center stepping into the 2025 Traverse High Country, which starts at a competitive $57,000, $295. The first impression is dominated by technology. The dashboard is a testament to our screen-centric world, featuring a massive, landscape-oriented 17.7-inch infotainment screen. Positioned high and close to the driver, it feels even larger than its measurements suggest. The system runs on Google built-in, making it feel immediately intuitive. Native integration of Google Maps, along with the ability to download apps like Spotify and Waze directly to the vehicle, creates a seamless and familiar user experience. Critically, for the many who prefer their phone's ecosystem, Chevrolet's crusade against Apple, CarPlay and Android Auto is confined to its electric vehicles. Traverse buyers can still mirror their smartphones, a crucial feature for many. In a welcome nod to practicality, the designers resisted the urge to bury all functions within a touchscreen. A clean row of physical knobs and buttons for essential climate controls remains, striking an excellent balance between a minimalist aesthetic and user-friendly functionality. The auditory experience is equally premium, with a 10-speaker Bose sound system delivering crisp, clear audio. This is further enhanced by an active noise cancellation system that effectively mitigates engine drone at cruising speeds. For long-haul journeys, the Traverse High Country offers GM's exceptional Super Cruise driver assistance system, allowing for hands-free driving on over 600,000 miles of mapped highways. This feature is a game-changer for parents, freeing up hands for a moment to open a snack, retrieve a dropped toy, or simply relax and enjoy the ride. Nearly every touch point is electrified. The heated steering wheel offers power tilt and telescoping. Adjustments: the front seats are heated, ventilated, and power adjustable, and the second row captain's chairs are also heated. Even the third row can be folded flat with the touch of a button from the cargo area. The only notable omission on our 58 $290 test vehicle was the optional $2,500 panoramic sunroof. The true luxury is space. While the feature list is exhaustive, the high country nameplate might set expectations for luxury that the cabin doesn't quite meet. The plastics, while well assembled, feel distinctly plasticky. The faux carbon fiber trim feels out of place in a vehicle aimed at family comfort, and the overwhelming use of black creates a somewhat dour ambiance. Opting for the available light gray interior would likely do wonders to brighten the space. The seats across all 3 rows are firm and somewhat flat. They prove comfortable for daily errands, but more substantial bolstering and sculpting would be welcome on long-distance road trips. However, what the Traverse lacks in opulent materials, it more than compensates for with sheer unadulterated space. The second row captain's chairs are positioned high, giving passengers a commanding view over the front seats. The tall, boxy roofline provides ample headroom, even for adults well over 6 feet tall. These passengers are well catered to, with dedicated climate controls, USB-C ports, and a 120-volt household outlet. Parents will celebrate the brilliantly designed second row. The one-touch tilt and slide mechanism for accessing the third row is a masterstroke, functioning perfectly even with an empty child seat installed, a detail that eliminates a common source of frustration. This action reveals a wide, clear pathway to the third row, which is where the Traverse truly embarrasses many of its competitors. The seat cushion is positioned comfortably high off the floor, preventing the knees-to-chin posture that plagues so many 3-row SUVs. Outboard passengers get their own cup holder, USB-C port, and overhead air vent. There is some evidence of cost-cutting here, however, with unapologetically hard plastic armrests and a lack of child seat anchors in the third row. Even with every seat occupied, the Traverse offers a generous 22.9 cubic feet of cargo space, nearly matching the Tahoe. A large underfloor storage bin adds even more practicality. Fold the second and third rows, and a cavernous 97.6 cubic feet of volume opens up, about 10 cubic feet more than rivals like the Ford Explorer and Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Only the Toyota Grand Highlander comes close to this level of utility. Going backward while going forward, the powertrain dilemma. Pop the hood, and you'll find the new 2.5-liter turbocharged inline-4. On paper, it's a clear winner. With 328 horsepower and 326 lb-ft of torque, it is the most powerful standard engine in its segment. This represents an improvement of 18 horsepower and a substantial 60 lb-ft of torque over the previous generation's 3.6-liter V6. It even manages to nudge the combined fuel economy up by 1 mpg from 20 to 21. Unfortunately, this on-paper victory translates to a loss in both the subjective driving experience and objective performance. At the test track, our Traverse High Country ambled from 0 to 60 mph in 7.6 seconds. That's a significant 0.8 seconds slower than a 2019 Traverse RS AWD we previously tested. The new model is heavier by 279 pounds, and the 4-cylinder engine struggles to build boost off the line, resulting in sluggish initial acceleration. Hard acceleration. The engine groans with the enthusiasm of a teenager told to do chores, and the noise only gets louder as the revs climb. While the cabin is commendably quiet when cruising, any request for power, be it for merging, passing, or navigating stop-and-go traffic, is met with a noisy trip to the upper end of the tachometer. For the overstimulated, sleep-deprived parent, this added layer of grating noise is an unwelcome intrusion. On the bright side, the 8-speed automatic transmission is a smooth and responsive partner. In a baffling design choice, however, Chevrolet still requires the driver to manually press a button to switch between front and all-wheel drive. In an era of seamless automatic systems, this feels like a bizarre anachronism. How unexpectedly graceful giant. While no one will mistake the Traverse for a sports car, its handling dynamics are surprisingly adept. The steering is well weighted and direct, body control is commendable for such a large vehicle, and the brakes provide confident stopping power. The ride quality is excellent, soaking up most road imperfections with ease, even on the high country's massive 22-inch wheels. One can't help but feel, however, that the ride could be even more sublime if Chevy offered its top trims with more sensible, smaller wheel options that allow for a thicker tire sidewall. The verdict: a champion of space for those who can forgive its flaws. The 2025 Chevrolet Traverse, starting at $42,195 for a base front-wheel drive model, accomplishes its primary mission with flying colors. It offers a solution to the spatial challenges of modern family life with a class-dominating third row and cargo area. The high country trim further elevates the experience with an extensive suite of comfort features and outstanding infotainment and driver assistance technology. Most buyers will likely not be deterred by a slightly slower 0-60 time. After all, sub 8 seconds is hardly slow for a vehicle of this size. The more significant issue is the constant, intrusive noise from the engine under load. If the Traverse could perform its duties with the quiet confidence its size suggests, it would be nearly perfect. So, is bigger really better in the case of the 2025 Chevy Traverse High Country? The answer is a qualified yes. It delivers precisely what space-starved families crave: comfort, flexibility, and technology that genuinely simplifies the daily grind. If your highest priorities are a truly usable third row, cavernous cargo capacity, and a tech suite that keeps everyone safe and entertained, the Traverse demands a spot on your test drive list. However, if a refined, quiet, and powerful driving experience is paramount, the grumble from under the hood may be a deal breaker.